So good afternoon, all. So in the previous lectures, so we had discussed about measurements in a respiratory system, respiratory methods. So various different types of instruments which are used to measure the respiratory rate, air flows, and different respiratory therapy equipments were discussed in the last unit, that is unit 3. So coming to the next unit 4, so that is patient care and monitoring. Patient care and monitoring. So under that, the first lecture. So the first one. So in this patient care and monitoring, so these are the um, main concepts we can learn. So what are the main is the elements of intensive care monitoring. So we can say it is ICU. So elements of intensive care monitoring, ICU elements. And second one is patient monitoring distress. Second one is patient monitoring distress. So today, and third one is diagnosis, calibration, and repairability of patient monitoring equipment. So diagnosis, calibration, and repairability of patient's monitoring equipment. And fourth one is other instrumentation for monitoring patients. And next one is organization of hospital for patient care monitoring. So how we can organize the hospital for the patient care monitoring. And the next one is pacemakers, defibrillators. So pacemakers and defibrillators. So these are related to heart. Okay, and these are the main elements of content we will learn for the coming lectures. So in this, so what is the patient care monitoring? So patient care monitoring is in biomedical instrumentation. This area of patient care or monitoring is being familiar, and it is going more importance. So when we have to join a person in a particular hospital, so the public or uh, the uh, persons will see. So what are the units or what are the equipments that hospital is having. So by considering those equipment in the hospital, whether they are able to reduce the disease or not. So like that, the people are thinking, the public are thinking that that hospital is having all the facilities to monitor or recover the patient from the illness. Okay. So like that, the patient care and monitoring is going to familiar in the present biomedical inspiration area. Okay. So and in that the electronic equipment provides a continuous watch over the vital characteristics and parameters of critically ill patient. So in the patient care monitoring unit, the in that mainly the electronic components or electronic equipments will be there, and those equipments will continuously watch the patient's condition. So what are the different characteristics and parameters? So those parameters and characteristics of the patient are continuously monitored by using the electronic equipment. And patients are monitored because they have an unbalance in the body systems. So why we have to monitor means, so there is some unbalance in the body system. So due to the pressure, maybe BP may be very high, or some problems was occurred in the body. So that is unbalance. So for that person, so we have to monitor. Okay. So the unbalance of body systems occurs due to any of the following reasons. So patient can be caused by an heart attack or stroke, or due to surgical operation. So so generally we can say due to heart attack or or can say it is a stroke, heart stroke. Because of this, the patient or the unbalance in the body will be occurs, and also the after surgical operation. So after if there is any surgeries are done for the patient. So at the situation also there is unbalance of the body will be occurs. It means the functionality of the organs will be changes. So to make to make that functionality of the organs into the correct way, we have to monitor. So according to that, we have to give some medicines to come into real operation. So by continuous monitoring, the patient problems can be detected as they occur and remedies taken before these problems get out of the hand. So why we have to take continuous monitoring is, so before the problems are occurring, so we have to detect and we have to give the remedies before these problems are get out of hand. So కొంతమంది హాస్పిటల్ తీసుకెళ్ళగానే సో మా హ్యాండ్ లేదు అంత చేదాటిపోయింది, యూ కెన్ టేక్ టు అనదర్ హాస్పిటల్ లైక్ దట్ దే టోల్డ్. సో before happening in such situations, we have to monitor the continuous monitor the patients. So after coming to the hospital, we have to continuous monitor. So in that monitoring situation, we can identify if there is any problems are occurred. So for that, we have to give the remedies before the situation is getting out of order. Okay, and so that is the one requirement of monitoring. And engineers and technicians are usually involved in the design of facilities for coronary and other intensive care units. So mainly, so the biomedical engineers and the technicians. So these are mainly involved in the design of the intensive care units. So where it should be installed, and what type of the precautions should be taken. So based upon the nurses which are staff, medical staff which are working there. So from their suggestions, these engineers and technicians will be take suggestions from them, and according to that they will design these intensive care units. Okay, and according to they will install the requirements of the patient and hospital. Okay, so in the hospital, based upon the different rooms, okay, and availability of the rooms. So how this intensive care units should be installed or designed. So that should be done by the engineers and technicians. Okay, so it is the designing of the patient care and monitoring equipment is also one of the important aspect. So the engineers should be involved in the designing of these patient care and monitoring systems. Okay. So the first concept is elements of intensive care monitoring. So if you consider ICU in any hospital, you can identify different types of equipments in the ICU. Okay, intensive care monitoring system. So ICU, intensive care unit, you can say intensive care unit ICU. So in that, um, so generally the equipments, monitoring equipments are installed beside the bed of the patient to measure and display electrocardiogram, heart rate, and the parameters are other monitored in that patient. Suppose if you consider a intensive coronary care area, so there in that they will take the care of the heart. The functionality of the heart will be monitored continuously. So in such a in ICU, in such a ICU, so you can monitor the monitoring equipment is installed beside the bed of the patient. So they can install the monitoring equipments. It means some displays will be there, and those displays are placed near the uh, patient. Okay, and also with that we can also measure and display the electrocardiogram, so heart rate and other parameters which are monitored from that patient. So we can also measure and display the ECG waveform, heart rate, and other parameters. Okay, that may be BP. Okay, pulse rate we can measure. Okay, all these measurements will be done by monitoring, continuous monitoring of a particular um, patient. So there should be the equipment which should be beside or near that patient. Okay, so if you consider a cardiac care unit, so if you consider a cardiac care unit, what are the main equipment present? So that we'll see. So if you go for the cardiac care unit, so the first one you can observe that skin electrodes to pick up the ECG potentials. So you can identify the skin electrodes. So to collect the ECG potentials and amplification section for the electrocardiogram. So after getting the ECG waveforms through electrodes, so the electrode outputs are very low. So we have to make the amplification, and for that there is a group of amplifier sections are there. So through that amplifier section, we can connect these outputs of the electrodes, which collects the information from the heart. Okay, that amplification sections will be present in the intensive care unit ICU. And the third one is the CRT. CRT is nothing but CRT displays. So CRT, cathode ray tube. So these CRT displays will be permits direct observation of the ECG waveform. Suppose this CRT, the observed waveform, output waveform can be the ECG waveform taken from the patient should be displayed in a CRT. So there is a screen will be there. CRT tube screens are there. So in that CRT tube, we can observe the waveform. So the output of the amplifier sections will be connected to the CRTs, and there we can observe the waveform. From observing the waveform, we can analyze the situation of the patient. Okay. Suppose there is a small size CRT display screens are placed at beside of the each patient to monitor ECG form of every patient. So here in the individual for each patient, near each patient we have these CRT screens. On that CRT screens we can observe the heartbeat or ECG waveform of that particular patient. So similarly, if you can observe the very large hospitals, so there is a central room for the nurses. So there is a central room will be there. Central room is there. In that central room, so we have a long screens. long screens will be there, and for every patient information. Suppose a patient is there, so for his uh, waveform will be observed in that control room screen. Similarly, for individual patient, information should be displayed in a control room of the nurses. So there is a nurse control room for the nurses. So the nurse which is handling a patient should observe the variations of that particular patient, and according to that, that nurse will be reacts or staff will be reacts. That the same displays will be present in the doctor's room. For each doctor's room, they can have a screens, CRT screens, and which the doctors should be identify. So which patient's condition is serious. Like that, they can monitor the continuously, thus monitor the continuously the situation of the patient. So according to that, there should be give the suggestions to the nurses, and nurses will be treat the patient. Okay, like that in a very large hospitals will be there. So every time she does not stay continuous with the patient. So there is a common room will be there, and the conditions of the patient's situation are the outputs from the different equipments are displayed in the screens. Okay, suppose if we have a ECG output should be displayed, and similarly to know the respiration of the respiration output, what is the function, how the functions of the lungs are uh, happening, and that information. So like that, all that information is connected to a control room. There, different nurses or the doctors will be observe the situation. Okay, like this, we can send the signals to different places also in the hospital only. Okay, so this is one type of the uh, uh, monitoring this patients, so individual patients. Okay, so we can connect like our CCTVs in the principal chamber where all the CCTV rooms information will be observed. So same manner. Okay, so and the next one is a rate meter. We can observe a rate meter in the intensive care unit. So this rate meter is used to indicate the average number of heartbeats per minute and to provide a continuous indication of the heart rate. So another equipment we can observe in a coronary intensive care unit, especially for the treatment of the heart patients. So we can observe the rate meter. So it will be indicates the average number of heartbeats per minute. Okay. So and from that we can identify the heart rate. Okay, so with that we can also find the flashing light or an audible beep occurs with each heartbeat. So there is a provision for the this rate meter, that is an audible beep sound may be occurs, or a flashlight will be occurs for every heartbeat. So like that, so we can visual we can observe. So if the light beat is flashing light is blinking, so from that we can observe there is a heartbeat is there. Okay, so like that we can also get the audible beep for every heartbeat, or we can like that we can arrange the we have the equipments. Okay, so similarly alarm system. So in alarm system, so actuated by the rate meter. So from this rate meter, depending upon the uh, heart rate, this alarm system will be produces the alarms. If the range of the heartbeat will be decreases or increases, so depending upon that, it will be provides the signals in the form of alarms. That alarms may be visible or audible signals. Okay, so that should be identified by a observer or nurse. Okay, so the nurse which is observing that patient, she may be identified, or some observer will be there. So they will be identified the different sounds audible and visual signals can be identified, and those visual signals are actuated by the rate meter. If the rate meter display produces the signals which are extreme of the set points, suppose the example that is 40 to 150 beats per minute. If the rate meter will produces below of the 40 or above the 150, so it will causes some problem. So that excess of this range of the heartbeat will be will be informed to the nurses or the observer in the form of alarms. That alarms will produce the in the form of visual or audio signals. So like very beep sound will come, continuous beep sound. So that makes that the pulse rate is going very high or the pulse rate is very going low. So like that, the alarm system will be there. That alarm system will be connected to the rate meter. So like this, we have another equipment in coronary care unit. So in addition to above basic components, the following useful elements can be found in the cardiac monitoring system. So cardiac monitoring system means related to heart. Okay, cardiac system, cardiac output we can call it as the ECG waveform is called as a cardiac output. Okay, so for observing the cardiac waveform or ECG waveform, so we have the following components in addition to basic components which are shown in the previous slides. So the first one is direct write out devices. So ECG for the ECG electrocardiograph we have a drum and pen recorder. So you can call them as strip chart recorders like that. Okay, they will write the information directly over that recording devices. Over that recording devices. So and that information also observed on this oscilloscope. So same information, recorded information should be observed on the oscilloscope. So and the second one is a memory tape loop to record and play back the electrocardiogram. So a memory tape loop to record and play back the electrocardiogram for the 15 to 60 seconds, just prior to an alarm condition. So suppose it will be also have some memory tapes will be there. Okay, and those will be records the electrocardiogram, and we can also play back that information when the suppose in the night something was happened. So after coming the doctor on the morning, he has to see so what was happening in the night. So how the patient history, how it is there, how the um, heartbeat heartbeat or heart rate will was happen. So that information should be continuously recorded and it should be playback when it is required by the doctors or some other persons. Okay, so like that we have a memory tape. And the third one is additional alarm systems which are triggered by ECG parameters except the heart rate. So some in addition to previous we have some alarm systems are there. So in addition to those alarm systems, we have another alarm systems which are triggered by ECG parameters. If any of the ECG parameters, so here we have P wave, QRS complex, and T wave. Okay, so if any one of these parameters are producing very high are taking very high time period. Suppose if you consider a QRS complex waveform, the widening of the QRS complex is happened that leads to problem of the patient. Okay, so the generation of the QRS waveform having a certain time period. So the time period according to should be generated. If the time period was taken for generation of the QRS complex, that leads to danger for the patient. And similarly, premature ventricular contractions. So premature ventricular contractions. So like this, these different parameters. When these different parameters are happened, this if it was happened, okay, and these are leads to serious problems. When such problems or such measurements are done, and those will be connected to additional alarms, and those from those additional alarms the nurses and those the observers will be alerted, and according to that they will be give the medication. So like this, additional alarm systems will be there for ECG parameters, and except heart rate. So whereas in previous we have seen that heart rate meter is connected to the alarm system, so that alarm system will gives the alarms for the heart rate. Okay. So whereas this additional alarm systems will produces the alarm signals in the form of audio or flashing light whenever the ECG parameters. So that is a QRS complex waveform or some P waveform. So these waveforms are producing the its abnormalities. So normal time period కంటే కూడా ఎక్కువ టైం పీరియడ్ లో క్యూఆర్ఎస్ వేవ్ ఫామ్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేసిన లేదంటే పీ వేవ్ ఫామ్ పొటెన్షియల్ ఎక్కువ తక్కువ వచ్చినా సరే, సో దీస్ విల్ బి లింక్డ్ టు ద అలారం సిస్టమ్. ఎనీ వన్ ఆఫ్ పారామీటర్ విల్ బి exceeds its regular or normal values, then these parameters are connected to additional alarm systems. So then the doctor or patients will be alerted, and according to that they will be give the treatment for the patient. So like this we have additional alarm systems will present in coronary intensive care unit. And similarly we have some electrical circuits. These electrical circuits to indicate if an electrode has become disconnected or some mechanical failure has occurred in the monitoring system. So electrical system is also important because to provide the power supply to the different different equipments for the um, mechanical systems or some electronic equipments. So power supply is must and should. So similarly, so electrical circuits also there. So which identify the if there is any disconnections between the electrodes. Suppose we are placing different electrodes to different places. Okay, so an electrical system is able to detect if any disconnections between the electrodes or any mechanical system is failure. So in the monitoring system, so that should be identified by electrical circuits. It should be present. Okay, and similarly a closed circuit televisions. So we can already we know that CCTVs are used to provide visual coverage by focusing camera on each patient. So we can use a CCTVs. By using this CCTVs, we can observe the continuously for each and every patient. So what is the conditions? So whether they are responding or properly. So okay, so like that we can observe. So, okay, so these are the different elements. So if you consider, if you observe this picture, so this is a respiratory care unit. So this is respiratory care unit. So in this diagram we have a respirator here, a respirator. Okay. So these respiratory pipes are connected to endotracheal tube and nasogastric tube. Okay, and similarly we have nasogastric suction. Here this is the nasogastric suction. Nasogastric suction. Okay, and also we have here this is the monitor. This is the monitor. So this monitor will continuously monitors the patient's heart rate. So patient's heart rate and ECG waveforms, all these will be recorded and monitored here. And here the CKC electro. CKC also is nothing but the electrocardiogram, electrocardiograph. Okay. So EKG, you can also call ECG, EKG, both are same. So in the olden days they call it as the EKG. So nowadays it is the ECG, EKG, electrocardiogram. Okay. So and those electrodes representation is one, and a catheter. So catheter is nothing but a small pipeline which is inserted in the arteries. Okay. And here we can supply the IV fluids, the fluids which are required to, or we can use the saline bottles also. Okay. So here, catheter, I think you also know that it is when we put the salines, so they will place one needle. So that one will be considered as a catheter. Okay. So it is like just under our, just near the below the skin and near our veins they will be placed. Okay. And from that they will supply the uh, IV fluids. These are IV fluids or saline fluids. By that they will sense the they will send the fluids to the patient for energy purpose or to recovery purpose. Okay, like that. And here we have chest tube, and here it is the drainage, urination, and the chest drainage. Okay, so there are like that a number of uh, units will be there in intensive care unit. So by using we can monitor continuously these patients. With these equipment we can monitor the patients continuously. Okay, and if you go in depth of this one, so means, so the information which is obtained with this uh, monitoring system or respiratory system, that information will be sent to the doctor, so which is far away from the hospital. So the doctor continuously monitors by using telemetry method. So telemetry is one of the method. So by that methodology, the the generated information or produced information in the intensive care unit will be sent to, by using telemetry, to the other doctors also. Or suppose the doctor is far away from the hospital, so he wants to monitor continuously, then uh, to his mobile or to his system, so the entire information will be transferred by using telemetry. So like that the generated signals will be communicated by using communication systems like our amplitude and AM frequency modulation systems, amplitude modulation and carrier frequency. Okay, frequency modulation systems, like that the signals will be transferred. Okay, like wireless networks, wireless communication. So in such like that we can have the um, communication with the other doctors also. And one more thing we can see that um, in the operation theater. So in the operation theater also we have like this equipment only. Okay, so we have to continuously monitor the BP. So we have continuously monitor the patient's heart rates, and we have to continuously send the fluids. Suppose we are doing some critical heart surgeries. Okay, so that information should be informed to the doctor who is familiar in that operation. He is not present in the operation theater. He is somewhere, some in other states or other countries. Okay, so we have to convey the information continuously, and we have to take the advices from that doctor while doing the operation. So like that the entire information which is generated here, that signal will be sent to that expert of the doctor, and he will give the suggestions if any severity is there, if any do and what to do and what not to do. So those conditions will be suggested by the expert doctor, and according to that, the doctors in the operation theater will be performs the surgery. Okay, like that, these intensive care unit equipments will plays a key role for saving of a critically ill patient. Critically ill patient. So this is the uh, one we can observe. Okay. And this is the block diagram of patient care monitoring system. So most of the cases in the you can use the high high speed or high speed computers. Okay, or we can use controllers, microcontrollers. So here we use the high performance CPU. Okay. Okay, digital computers, we can use the digital computers, and digital computers will be able to observe the or we can record the information. So if you consider here the if you consider the these are the measuring devices and the analog interfaces. So here these measuring devices, the devices are sensors which are transducers which are used to observe the information from the patient. So that information was collected from the measuring devices and also sends through the analog multiplexers through the analog interfaces. So analog interfaces is nothing but the conversions. So the information will be converted to electrical signals, and through that it will be transferred to the actual system. Okay, and after receiving that, there is analog multiplexers. So these analog multiplexers will be takes the number of inputs from the different signals and sends one output only. Okay, and that single output corresponds to one output which will corresponds to for each one measuring device. The multiplexer will produces the output for the number of inputs. Okay, each output corresponds to for each input. Okay, so like that it will multiplexes the number of measuring devices, and from that output voltage of the multiplexers will be given to A to D converters, because the obtained signal is in the form of analog signals, analog form. So those analog signals will be converted into the digital form of energy by using the A to D converter, because the computers are no longer is only digital form. Okay, that is binary form. Okay, and to do the analog signal to digital form, we can use the A to D converter, and from that it will be sent to the high performance CPU. So this high performance CPU is connected to a RAM and ROM and data storage and keyboard, and similarly we have process interrupts. So while measuring some process interrupts will be occurs. Okay, that will be also processed, and here we have video processor. So after getting the information from the measuring devices, and the after producing the corresponding signals or processing, so that processing will be also given to video processor. So this video processor will display the output. So actually this the arrow should be upward direction. Okay, this arrow should be in the upward direction. The video processor will produce the display. The video output will be displayed on the display devices. Okay, okay. So that the display device will be from this display device. We can observe the what is the